Welcome back, everybody. Today I wanted to do a quick live video going over my latest AR-15 build. So basically I had some parts that I was interested in and was really kind of going back and forth as to do I add these parts to an existing rifle that I have or just build a new one. And since this is America, the answer was very clear and I would just build a new one. So I'm going to quickly go over sort of part selection. There will be reviews on this rifle as well as the parts and stuff like that later on down the road, but just kind of give you guys an overview because I know you guys will ask if not. So here it is. Again, this is Facebook Live, so everything appears backwards to you. So that is kind of what we're looking at here. A lot of kind of cool things going on. Of course, the classic B5 systems. It's not my Bravo stock here. I really like them. I've been using these since before the channel even existed. Good stocks all around. So we'll send that out and you guys can see perhaps something sort of interesting there. That is the primary weapon systems, the Mod 2 stock, or extension rather I should say, system. And that has a lot of cool things going on. It has this cool castle nut system though that can be tightened down and doesn't need to be staked because it has a, there's a word I can't think of right now. Facebook Live video. There it is, like a ratchet system. So it just kind of goes down and self-tightens and you can take it off. You don't have to remove the staking. It's also lightweight, so you can see it's a little bit lighter. It shaves about an ounce off the rifle. Then we have our, I believe this is a Tyrant Designs pistol grip here. That's an aluminum one. And I think on this rifle, the colors just kind of go together all around. It has removable panels on the front and the back, so you can kind of shape it to fit your hand. Comfortable, again, lightweight, which is kind of a theme that you're going to see throughout this rifle here, but we'll get to that here in a second. And then we have our Magpul, or rather B5 Bravo Company little trigger guard there. Lower parts kit is Bravo Company, so very high quality kit like we've talked about in previous live videos. Upper and lower receiver are Aero Precision. I had those in a box. I have a box of uppers and lowers. It's a very large box. I highly recommend all Americans do that, especially now that prices are low. Get your lowers in, get your uppers in, and just keep them around for rainy days. So I'll take the magazine out here, clear the rifle, make sure, yeah. All right, so what we have here, I'm going to pull this out here so you guys can see it, is the Next Level Armament. This is their ambi charging handle, very cool product. Like most ambi charging handles, you can basically pull on either side or come over with the traditional raking of it. Either way, it works just fine. So good there on that one. I'm trying to think of other things. We have the Sharps Rifle Company bolt in there, and that is not their typical bolt that you guys have seen in the past. It's their XPB. That stands for something. However, it has a new coating and a new shape. Let's see if I can pull it out here real quick on video. It's got a lot of sort of new technology in it. I've been a fan of Sharps Rifle Company's bolt. I think the Reliant bolt has a lot of good ideas. Of course, they had heat treating issues when they first came out, but you guys can see this one's a darker color than the earlier one, so it's got a different coating on there. Has some sort of cuts in it, so that way it'll run theoretically better in dirty conditions or extreme conditions. Trying not to get CLP all over my rug here in the living room. Mrs. Guns and Gear would not be happy about that. We'll close it up there. So that is the bolt carrier group that we're looking at, and also it's going to be reviewed. We're going to be shooting this rifle a lot, and then up front we have some cool stuff going on here for sure. This is the Faxon Firearms Carbon Fiber M-Lock Handguard. So freakishly light. Carbon fiber has some positives to it for sure. Lightweight, like we talked about, it has good strength and good rigidity. And then it also has M-Lock slots all the way around, so that's good. It also looks kind of cool, but super lightweight. Underneath there we have a Faxon gunner barrel. It's a 14.5, but it is pinned and welded, so you guys can see that would be the flash hider on there. I imagine the vast majority of people out there are going to get the muzzle brake option with this. I personally prefer flash hiders over muzzle brakes for anything in 5.56 for sure. And then it has a 6.25 journal on there, so it's a sort of a lightweight out front, and it's tapered down, so that's what the gunner profile is. They make those in pencil as well, but I've done a couple videos on the Faxon pencil barrels, so I wanted to focus on the gunner barrel because I haven't done one yet, and I actually recommend them a lot because I've seen them used a lot, and I'm pretty familiar with Faxon's barrels. So have some confidence in them. So this rifle is super lightweight, and I know the trend a lot of times is to go like really lightweight and play with the gas system, play with the bolt carrier weight, play with buffers and all that stuff to be able to run like an ultra lightweight rig. So that's totally cool if that's what you guys are into and you're into like gun gaming, as I call it. Some people get mad when I say that, and I don't really know why. It's not an insult. It's a statement of what you're doing with guns. If you're playing games with them, then you're gun gaming, in my opinion. Anyway, so if you're into that, that's totally cool. I support that. I support any kind of use of firearms, really, in a lawful way. But it's not my thing, right? So I want everything to be reliability 100%. There's a statement out there that's been repeated a million times that only only accurate rifles are interesting. I disagree with that 100%. To me, only reliable rifles are interesting. So that's always my priority. Accuracy and everything else comes second. So I wanted to keep the original sort of buffer weight and buffer and all that stuff and springs and mil-spec design there. So we did that, and it still comes in super light in the configuration. You see it right here with the vertical foregrip, with the Magpul, MBUS sights. Everything else, it's coming in at 5 pounds and 11 ounces. That's with the CLP and everything on there. So dry is probably a little bit less. So very handy rifle, very lightweight up front, handles and swings well. So yeah, that's it. That's the rifle you guys are going to be seeing here on the channel a good bit. Because again, we're going to try to review most of these components here individually, but we're shooting it as a system. So that's about it. I'll put links down below for some of this stuff because I'm pretty sure. Actually, I know for a fact all of this stuff is out, so you will be seeing it, and I'll put the links down below so you guys can pick it up if you're interested in it. But so far, we've had it out to the range twice, 0 issues, 100% reliability so far. So stay tuned and stick around. You'll be seeing more of the rifle. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for subscribing. Mr. Colt here is not happy that we woke him up from his nap for this video. Glock was up anyway. He was out running around. Like a little mad dog that he is, but Colt's been snoozing. So we will sign off and let them get back to bed, and see you guys in the next video.